Hey, what's going on, everybody? Flat Earth Subgenius here. Well, unfortunately, my last hangout was taken off the air live. Let's see here. Muted. Yeah, so my last hangout, like hangout 47 or 48 or something, 48, I think. I was just gonna, I did. Before I could delete it, they got me with the copyright strike on it. So yeah, I can't do live hangouts for 3 months apparently. They got me. Did it do? Did it do? But luckily, I have lovely, sweet people in my life, like Candy Franklin. You thumb up Candy Franklin's video right now. Right now, I'm Candy. So I'm Candy, and I'm gonna put on some Matt Kahn. And don't mind his last name. It says Kahn. I know that'll the etymology experts will come in here and, oh my God, his last name is Kahn. That means he's a con man. Let me tell you, he's clearly a religious globehead. But I see a lot of potential in this person. I talk with a lot of people who have a shit ton of subscribers. How many does he have? And then I follow them for years, and I keep letting them know that the Earth is flat, and then suddenly they become flat earthers. Oh, what do you know? Ralph Smart of Infinite Waters makes a flat Earth video after I talk to him personally, and then other people, subscribers that have 10,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, over 1 million subscribers. I think that's a good thing to do. Suddenly, then all of their 500, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, 500,000, or 1 million subscribers, then all of them are flat earthers too. What do you know? Not all of them, because a whole bunch leaves, but yeah. So let's see here. Yo, thank you, Candy Franklin, for letting me take over your link while you're at work. You are amazing. Everyone read the description. And I'm going to put on some, I'm going to brush my teeth, drink some water, put myself on mute. And I'm going to listen to some Matt Kahn here. And it says, I'm going to read it in the description. This is called All Is Well. Matt Kahn of TrueDivineNature.com. The Love Revolution. These video teachings are just a mere taste of the live, in-person, full-body experience of our live events. There is much to be experienced before and after the camera stops rolling. Just don't just hear about it online, but come be in the new healing energy as the spontaneous transmission unfolds in person. Each gathering is a living, breathing, visceral experience of the power and healing of unconditional love to inspire your soul's journey to be reawakened and reimagined in the most heart-centered way. You can go, yeah, I can. So please remember to breathe deeply during and after viewing this video. Drink plenty of water to hydrate the cells as the energy is assimilated and integrated. You may wish to watch half now, then take a break, take a walk or a nap, and come back later for the second half. I'm going to play all of it at once, and I put it to 1.25 speed. We also suggest waiting a day before viewing a second or third time. We always encourage giving the physical body time to catch up. So Matt Kahn and Julie Dittmar, as his wife, are highly regarded spiritual teachers and intuitives who combine a heart-centered awareness of unity consciousness with a profound understanding of the mythical nature of reality. They offer messages and energetic transmissions to serve the awakening of humanity and to assist you in your journey of embodying more peace, ease, and love than ever before. Matt Kahn is the author of best-selling book, Whatever Arises, Love That. So yeah, I'm going to put that on right now. Give me a thumbs up. Give Candy a thumbs up. Thank you, Candy, again. I'm going to put this on now and mute myself, and let me know if you can hear it when it's on right now. It'll take a second to load. There you go. Just give it a second. It'll be choppy for 10 seconds.
It's so incredible when you look around in the world, a world where so many different things are happening at the same time.
Can you hear his voice clearly?
And nearly an infinite way of viewing what's happening, depending upon your perspective, your viewpoint, and the influences that may or may not be playing out. It's amazing how subjective our experiences are. On a collective level, we can be led to believe experiences we're all experiencing.
So you guys can all hear him?
That becomes a collective opinion, a collective belief. And we unknowingly walk around what other people have told us to spread. And with an infinite way of viewing reality as vast and ever pliable as it is, as emerging light workers and way showers of an emerging heart-centered consciousness, the invitation of a spiritual journey invites you to stop exactly where you're at and to take a look at the way you're viewing your reality and seeing if the campaign you are spreading anger.
Good shit right
and
there.
What's interesting is that because of the rather insensitive nature of some agendas and because of some of the scary agendas at hand, and the injustice, as we all sit around assuming someone in a position of power has the ability or capacity to create what we can bring forth when we band together. And if it weren't for the television screens and the smartphones, attention so often. Beautiful technology, depending on how you use it. So what can we do right now? And what how do you respond? Then I would like to talk about how do we respond in current times to fulfill all our roles as light workers. Because what we're not here to do is anchor a vibration of light in whatever way we've been taught to do within the esoteric. Then look around the world and go, it's not working and frustrated. We're not here to control reality. It didn't work. Crap. We're here to take a much deeper fundamental look at what it really means to be co-creators of reality that works with the universe and does not compete with the universe. That transforms reality without need to control reality. that can turn towards adversity without finding another enemy to battle, and can harmonize with the light of consciousness in every form without having to turn away from difficulties in order to feel good. One who can internally see the inner workings of their being, who can learn the skill set and attributes of a fully awakened soul. This is of what it means to step into the light of your soul instead of living under a spiritual microscope and subjecting yourself and others to endless degrees of ego shaming. Ego shaming. And whether you're privately ego shaming yourself, or you're watching your TV and the programmers are telling you how to think, and then you bring the ego shaming to your TV, and now you're arguing with the television set. Arguing at the image of a president who can't hear you because he's tweeting. We have to really get real clear on what it means to be a light worker. And so as this message is projected throughout the internet to you and to everyone on YouTube, thank you for being here. Message, this transmission, which will remind you of how to be the light worker that you are under whatever terms and conditions of the world you see. Now again, the distinction is see with the eyewitness news of your eyes and your inner seeing of your third eye, and not what a television or a smartphone is feeding you. Because if you're trying to look at a TV and say that's reality, that's what you're being taught. And if everyone in the world agrees that that's reality, we're all standing around mesmerized by what we're taught, and no one's banding together. So this is about the collective force of unity consciousness. And in this remembrance of what it means to be a light worker, it's a teaching that I've never presented in this particular way, called All Is Well. All Is Well. It's actually one of the new teachings that I'm currently writing in my second book. I'm going to explain all is well, but I'm going to elaborate on a few things and tie this all together. All is well, just like many words that I have been taught, are codes of consciousness. And when you unlock the codes of consciousness, you activate the code of your soul's highest conduct. So let's decode all is well. All is well is an acronym, a verbal symbol. So let's take it one step at a time. All. All. Right? A word all that seems to include all. All stands for absolute law of love. It is the realization that that which includes everything is the force of love, and the force of love is the absolute law. And if you've never heard of that, absolute law of love, all, me neither, but I was told that. Not by the news. The voices in my head. And historically speaking, the voices in my head are a lot more accurate. All, absolute law of love, is, which is IS, infinite source. The absolute law of love, what's the purpose of this absolute law of love that is all encompassing and inclusive? It reveals our infinite source, what we are expressions of, infinite source, right? People say it is. It is infinite source. It's the infinite declaring itself as you are, infinite source. And what is the way in which this infinite source moves through time and space simultaneously? The natural state of this infinite source welcomes every life as light. W-E-L-L, well. The absolute law of love reveals our infinite source that welcomes every life as light. All is well. That's a code. And when you remembered your purpose to abide in the absolute law of love as the infinite source that responds to anything of you by welcoming every life no matter how it acts or appears, as the respect of light, self and form. That's when you know that all is well. And all is well is the vibration and the campaign that we as light workers are here to spread. Being a light worker, just to give a different way of looking at it, being a light worker, you can describe it a lot of ways. And a lot of ways that we describe being a light worker, it kind of only makes sense around other light workers. If you've ever been blessed with the opportunity of having someone who's not a light worker, doesn't think you're a light worker, ask you about it, and then their face looks perplexed as you're explaining it, it only makes sense in a spiritual bubble. But that's why life puts you around people that don't give a crap about that. Grounded with what it means to be a light worker. Someone once asked me, they're like, really? And I said, being a light worker is that you are the announcer of well-being. You are the voice of the divine that ensures that well-being is announced. Because well-being is a natural state of consciousness of God, of divinity. And to be an announcer of well-being is to make sure that in every moment in your presence, the announcement of well-being, the declaration of the presence of light will never go unseen or unheard. You are the announcer of well-being. Stuff goes down, all is well. Announcer of well-being. People who ask, how all is well? There is no how all is well. There is just all is well. Because the one who asks how, or the one that's in conflict, state of inner crisis, because they in some way subconsciously feel separate from the absolute law of love, unaware of their infinite source, that they're waiting for life as light. And so we are the infinite source, welcoming every life as light through the announcement of well-being, to return all beings in our presence to the absolute law of love. And we relate to the external reality like kind of a video game. The external brings you a vibrational manifestation, and you counter with the opposite frequency. Well, to deny what you see. I'm not saying all is well in response to what you see. I'm saying you see something arise of a certain vibrational standpoint. And when it disgusts you, when it sickens you, when it hurts you, when it scares you, it's the collective consciousness showing you where it's collectively vibrating at. In the cosmos, the negative vibration comes up, and we respond with a positive vibration to neutralize and transmute, to clear more space in the cosmos, to anchor more all is well, to announce more well-being, to raise the vibration of all sentient creatures for the well-being and evolution of this planet. We are not responding because of what we see. We are simply responding vibrationally based on how clear we see the energy game occurring, on whether you are the announcer of well-being, spreading the campaign of your divine nature, or you have been programmed of what your television tells you about life. We announce all is well because we are working as co-creators with the vibration of reality. In your personal life, someone says, I'm having a bad day, may you be blessed. Negative vibration, no judgment against them. They're just giving us a chance to practice. May you be blessed. Matt, what should I do? I love you. So whether you're hooked to your television, glued to your computer, handcuffed to your smartphone. And by the way, it's theoretically impossible. Metaphorically, you know what I mean. Into your field of awareness is of a certain vibrational reality. Do any good to have a belief that something in the outside is reflecting something on the inside. That's an old spiritual model. Oh my God, there's negativity in the world. There must be negativity inside of me. Like, we can spiritually evolve and not always make it about ourselves, you know? Oh my God, someone's in crisis. A whole country is starving. Wait, let's make it about me. We don't have to do that. Instead, we can say the negativity that comes up in the collective is literally training you to be a light worker and angel in human form. Up, whatever you see a country that's impoverished, I bless and anchor the opposite. And every time I see atrocity, I anchor the opposite vibration, because every opposite vibration, as a blessing, as an intention, as a moment of gratitude, is announcing well-being in the presence of an image where well-being seems absent. And if there's a moment that's absent of well-being, we as light workers or the announcers of well-being have a job to do. We take that image, and then it becomes the next thing that we talk about and spread to our friends, which is totally fine. We're just not living our highest potential. We're not using that flashcard as a chance to match to offer the opposite. We're forgetting that life is training us. If we're going to wait until the world wakes up and embodies its potential before we announce well-being, then we're going to be beings in need of being rescued. Or we wake up now. We wake up to all is well. We wake up to the absolute law of love that reveals right now your true infinite source that welcomes every life as light. And so the question becomes, how do you realize your infinite source? How do you return to the absolute law of love? How do you begin naturally welcoming every life as light without trying so hard and then getting down on yourself when you don't meet exaggerated expectations? How do you realize the presence of God in you right now? How do you have a direct experience of your true self right now? That the reality of consciousness, what we call God, the eternal, the one. It's not hiding. It's just been given a different name. And so we've been perceiving it as if it's something else, not knowing the unsuspecting name of God. Unsuspecting name of God. You would see that instead of being a being who is thinking like they're going to connect upward to the universe, right? In the old spiritual models, it's about I'm going to connect up to the universe. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you connect up to the universe, it takes your attention away from the very direction or the very space where God actually exists. So what's the unsuspecting name of God? What is the name of God? And so if you trying to connect up to the heavens can actually turn you inward and go, oh my God, that's always within me. That means God's always within me. God. Breath. To connect upward to the heavens, your attention is going away from your breath. And all breath is doing is trying to come down to you. God's trying to come down to you. You're going up to God, and there's something lost in translation. You're in heaven, like, where's God? And the angel was like, well, God went down to find you. So this is a serious oopsie-daisy situation. We don't need to connect up to the heavens. We just need to return to our breath. Is divinity. One who is one with their breath becomes the embodiment of the soul. The soul in its most asleep and dormant phases of evolution is what we call an ego. Remember I said earlier, no ego shaming. Just like you wouldn't shame a child until they become an adult. We don't shame ego because ego is the soul in its most dormant phases of incubation. Spiritual spark within you that will begin expanding and growing in rapid and miraculous proportion when it's time to bust out of the cocoon and wake up. That's God in its potential state, not in its actualized state. Why shame that? When we can assist in the transformation of that. So if breath is the divine, and one who is one with their breath is a fully embodied soul, or if I were to say that when the soul is in its most dormant phases of incubation, when it's able to function in the world, it can parent children, it can do a lot of things, run companies, evolution. What if I tell you ego is the imagination of breath? Imagination of breath, it's no surprise that you imagine or perceive things that take your breath away. Your power is taken and you feel separate from God. And if you want to return to the light of God, we align with breath. And what do we do as light workers? We announce well-being. And what do you need in order to announce well-being? breath. Functionality of breath. Ego is the imagination of breath. And breath is the divine you are. Here's where it gets interesting. If you want to know the difference between how do you experience life as the divine versus your ego, because ego is basically whatever you conclude about the moment. Something happens and you go, and what do I decide about this moment? That's either good or bad. It either makes something I'm looking at either an enemy or an ally. Right? Ego has a bunch of decisions to make. Ego says, what do I think about this? The soul says, how do I respond? But since God is the breath, if you learn to experience things from the perspective of your breath, your day is going to be a hell of a lot better. And you're going to have a lot more time to announce well-being and to uplift the planet. You're afraid to truly step in and shine in. So let me give you an easy way of understanding the breath's experience. Because it's a very interesting question to ask yourself. Have you ever considered any of your experiences from the perspective of breath? Like, let's say you're experiencing sadness. When you're sad, is your breath sad? You ever had sad breath? I haven't. Never asked someone, how are you doing? I'm great, but my breath is really sad. My breath is really in a funk. When you've been angry, is your breath angry? See? No more funk. Is your breath angry? See, this is the difference between God and ego. Ego says, I am angry. What does breath say? Nothing. Just. In the universe, for you, would be anything that could permanently take your breath away. Right? That would not be a good day. That would be a game changer, wouldn't it? So the way we determine what kind of day we're having from the perspective of God consciousness is no matter how you feel or what you think. A microscope as much as you want. You can try to let it go. You can try to pretend to do some I love yous and go, crap, it's still there. But here's the litmus test about how to experience each moment through the reality of God consciousness. If nothing in your experience has the power to permanently take your breath away, then all is well. And no matter how long the feelings are lingering, or how insurmountable the odds are in your reality, or how much pain you're experiencing, or how often things reoccur, or how troubled you are by the things in the world, ask yourself the question, what's your breath's experience? And if you want to know what the right answer is, most of the time you go, I don't know. Because that's the right answer. You don't know because the breath is not touched by any experience. The breath is equally present in your body and transcendent of all realities, no matter what you perceive or conclude about it. You don't know your breath's experience because the breath doesn't decide its experience. It just... And when you return to the perspective and intelligence of your breath, you are saying to the universe, yes, light, I will go your way. You lead the way where I need to be. You can lead this journey. I'm just going to breathe. And when you decide to breathe, you stop becoming someone who needs to be rescued, and you start moving into becoming the announcer of well-being that lets the world know with your breath, with your smile, and with how brightly you shine, that all is well. It takes a world of shallow breathers to perceive what we see that inspires us to fight. If the world stopped and deepened its breath for less than 60 seconds, nearly every single epidemic and problem we face would dissolve and disappear. And those who would sit here and listen and go, I don't think that's really true, aren't breathing deeply. Are you willing to take your entire life's journey and trust your breath with it? Will you hand your life over to your breath? That the breath is the very life you've been given. Are you ready for that? Because it's either that or swirl. And rely on television programming and campaigns and online content to tell you how to think. Oh my God, so many problems in the world. Oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. What should I do? Try Tylenol. That's what I should do. And I'm only saying this to paint a picture that we are on the precipice of a magnificent opening in consciousness on this planet. To say that some things aren't going to get a little stirred up in order to open things up. The chaos of movement is proof that expansion. So if there was no movement, change, and chaos, there would be no proof of expansion. With the movement of your breath, you are breathing and moving with the change and movement of expansion, and not let it throw you around. And over your entire life to your breath. Will you let the breath tell you what is true? Hey, breath, what should I do right now with this president that tweets? Good call, breath. Good call. Because what's the breath's wisdom without speaking? Is draw into you all resources of your infinite source that are already ready to give you everything you need to return to wholeness and vitality. And the exhale tells you, now breathe out those same resources and share it with the world so others can benefit. In breath is receive, out breath is share. We are light workers. We breathe in the infinite source. We feel the palpable and visceral absolute law of love as the well-being and vitality that is ever nourishing our being. And we exhale that out to the world, announcing all is well for those that are ready to hear and see for themselves. That's what it means to be a light worker. And I'm not saying that there are certain issues in the planet that require people to come together and to demonstrate and to express to the powers that be. Let's call it that, right? The powers that be. It's a nice vague way of saying it. There's a certain point where a certain amount of people need to step up and make a demonstration. We saw that with recent peaceful protests, declaring that water is life. Here's the next step. Yes, water is life. The breath is God. And depending on how you breathe, determines the shallowness or depth of what you speak. And depending on the shallowness or depth of how you breathe, determines the shallow or depth of how you perceive what you see. It all comes back to the breath. When you choose how you breathe, you'll be able to choose how you respond. And then you'll be a co-creator instead of another victim waiting to be rescued. Now, even if we think of protest typically has this energy against something. So I want to kind of give you a way of looking at it in more peaceful, conscious terms. Because I'm not telling anyone what to do or not to do. Where to march, I'm not telling you to march. I'm not saying don't march. Because each and every one of us has an impulse, an inspiration of what to follow. And you have to learn how to follow that within yourself. I can invite you to listen to yourself, and only you will know what you hear. But let's not think of protest if that's what we're going to participate in. Let's not think of it as we are coming together to oppose, take down, or deny anything. Let's think of it like this. Anything that you see in the world, politically, socially, or otherwise, is an agenda of something that is contrary to the ethics, values, and vibration of your God consciousness in your body. Which is why your body doesn't resonate with what you see, right? So people come out and go, hey, here's what we're for, and you change your body and go, that feels kind of awful. I am seeing promoters that are promoting something that creates the absence of the divine's highest values, creates more time where the divine's highest word goes unheard and unspoken and unrecognized. So as announcers of well-being, as light workers, they can have their agenda, they can have their campaign. We're just taking the time and space to say, well, you have the right to promote into the atmosphere that vibration. that well-being and the highest values and words of consciousness don't go unseen and unheard. Do you see the difference? We're not opposing their campaign. We are just making sure that our values and our word of consciousness also get seen and spoken just as often, so that nothing is missing. Do you see the difference in that? We're standing for the light. And when you are protesting and you are anti-something, you are personifying yourself as a community in a state of uprising. That makes it very easy for the arrogance of the powers that be, who has concerned citizens who will not stand for something less than the highest values, will simply look at you in disguise. And the arrogance of those people go, oh, it's criminal behavior, social uprising. We call them law enforcement and we don't take their opinion seriously. Because in order for the opinion to really actually matter, it has to be for something. Break any civic rule whatsoever, so there's no confusing what is the community of consciousness coming together to say, despite what you are promoting, we will only stand for this affirmative vibration and statement because we are the announcers of well-being. Everyone's acknowledged, everyone's respected, everyone has a chance to succeed. That's what we are for, and you do not have to be against anything to promote that. To think you have to be against anything in order to make something good happen, it occurs when you watch too much TV. Because everything you see on TV or in the movies is some version of a hero having to overcome an enemy in order to be victorious. Not even the actors filming it are totally in it. They're acting. And then you spend time watching actors, or even a news reporter who's paid to say something he didn't see, just to read what is written on a teleprompter. That's kind of like acting, right? Live on the street, here's Tom. Tom, what did you see? Well, we just saw quite a disturbance. Tom didn't see a disturbance, he's reading that. That's a portrayal, that's a job. And then we spend time watching the theatrics of acting, and then we go into our lives and we act it out for real. Diversity. What are we for? Standing Rock was about water preservation. That was powerful. Some people were against the pipeline. The big message was water preservation, respect of the land. There was an affirmative command, an affirmative statement, and done under peaceful terms and conditions, even if just in that moment a precedence was set. In order to be the announcer of well-being and light worker that you came to be, there cannot be any form of ego shaming. Because the people who are acting the way that you are trying to deny and oppose are already inundated with the shame that they don't want to look at, which is why they turn away from it and act the way they act. So then shaming and ego fills it with more shame and gives it more ammunition and more justification and more motivation to keep becoming the enemy that you get to fight with. And as it seems to go, ego, even in a dormant state of evolution, has way more time and energy for a fight than you do. We are energetically sensitive souls. We can't handle the fights we get roped into. Maybe that's life's way of showing us we're not meant to fight. We're meant to transform. What does this feel like to me? Define it as an adjective. Oh, wow, this feels like chaos. What's the opposite of chaos? Peace. May all be blessed with peace. Neutralize. Wow, I'm seeing injustice. What's the opposite of injustice? Fairness. May all be blessed with fairness. Neutralized. We play the easy game. Something comes up, and all is well. All is well. And it's not all is well based on what I'm seeing. It's all is well is what I'm anchoring. Is a flash in my face become the all is well that I'm anchoring. Something comes at you that isn't all is well, we send back all is well to tell the universe that's not the show I want to watch. Premiere of all is well. All is well. The absolute law of love reveals the infinite source that welcomes every life as light. Just as I say that, do you feel the energy shift in the room? It's all cloudy. All of a sudden we're talking God language. And then God wakes up. Someone comes up to you, man, I can't believe this election, this stuff that's going on. I can't believe what's going on in the world. Oh, you mean all's well? You mean all's well marathon going on? It's wild, isn't it? And then people will hear me say that and go, oh, but that vibrational standpoint is denying what you're seeing. But you know what's really interesting? Most people who have the standpoint of saying that working with this vibrationally from a heart-centered care, their level of consciousness, most people who say, oh, but that you're not seeing the real issue. Those people who say that, unfortunately, aren't actually recognizing their true reality. And I was talking to someone once, they go, no, Matt, you are denying reality. And I said, why don't you tell me what your reality is? And they said, well, we are in the middle of a political, social crisis. And I said, and where did you see that? And they said, on my television. I said, exactly. I said, so let's take your television, put it aside, and I want you right now to tell me what your eyes. And I sat there with them, and I said, I want you to find the evidence of a social political crisis right now. And they said, well, it's not happening in this moment. I said, well, I guess it's been resolved then. Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because all of us are in different divisions of the Angel Academy. The super duper armed forces unit, and we're all working on different levels and projects. And your project is what is right in front of your face. And if what is right in front of your face is not what you see on television, well, then let's wake the hell up. Because what is right in front of you is your project. If you see hungry children in front of you, it's time to start cooking some food. That's your project. If you see wounded people in front of you, it's time to call for help or get some bandages. Help what is right in front of you. And so many of us are not looking at what's right in front of us, and instead we're just looking at a television or a computer screen, and we're waiting to be told how to think, and it makes us feel like crap. And then we're not doing the things we're here to do, which is anchor all as well.
I missed it.
People say, Matt, what if the other project, I said, and where did you see that? And they said, on my television. I said, exactly. I said, so let's take your television, put it aside, and I want you right now to tell me what your eyes reveal. And I sat there with them, and I said, I want you to find the evidence of a social political crisis right now. It's not happening in this moment. I said, well, I guess it's been resolved then. Because I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Because all of us divisions of the Angel Academy. The universe is like this super duper armed forces unit, and we're all working on different levels and projects. And your project is what is right in front of your face. And if what is right in front of your face you see on television, well, then let's wake the hell up. Because what is right in front of you is your project. If you see hungry children in front of you, that's your project. If you see wounded people in front of you, it's time to call for help or get some bandages. You are here to help what is right in front of you. And so many of us are not looking at what's right in front of us, and instead we're just looking at a television or a computer screen, and we're waiting to be told how to think, and it makes us feel like crap. And then we're not doing the things we're here to do, which is anchor all as well. What if the other projects in different parts of the world need me? Well, if they needed you, it'd be right in front of you. If you're needed in some other part of the universe, you'll be sent there. Help when it's right in front of you. A little experiment. Let's call this not even a spiritual inquiry. Let's not even make it that flowery. Although I like flowery. I like all that stuff. Let's just be real for a second. Let's call this a social experiment. What would happen if you looked right in front of you and like there's a 180-degree angle, maybe you have or don't have peripheral vision, but just what's right in front of you? What's right in front of you is all you're being asked to deal with right now. Your world at the moment. This is eyewitness news. Where's your president now? You don't know, because there isn't one. Where's your secret agenda? You don't know, because you don't see one. Where's your political crisis? Just looking at what's in front of you. Let's even make this social experiment even deeper. Just face forward one problem. You ever notice that every single thing you see on your television screen is projected in front of you, but it's contrary to anything that's right in front of you at any given moment? TV, every single thing you see is not in your living room. You want to know the perspective of your present moment experience watching television in your living room? Reality is, I'm sitting on a couch watching a screen of flashing pixels. That's reality. Is taking the way the pixels are interpreted and the narrative of what you're being told and telling yourself that's what's happening outside your windows. But if you look out your windows, you see trees and families, birds and puppies. So how reliable is this information source? Have you ever noticed this? Even you're watching television with actors or reality TV, which we all know about that now, right? Reality TV. First of all, let's just have a little talk about reality TV for a second. And again, we all grew up in different eras, and I don't want to sound like I'm talking like I'm talking like I'm aging myself. I was talking to my nephews, by the way, about my, when I was growing up, and I caught myself going, oh my God, I'm that guy right now. I'm that guy right now. Oh my God. There's certain signs when you know you're kind of like starting to mature. That's a good word to put it. And for me, there were signs. Like, I remember one of the signs was I got like an LL Bean catalog in the mail, and I went, ooh. And I went, ooh, I'm aging. I'm becoming an adult. Becoming an adult. I was talking to my nephews, and I was talking about when I was a kid, and I had to know something. I didn't Google it. I looked up something called encyclopedia, which I didn't know how to use because it wasn't alphabetized. It was weird, right? My parents would say, Matt, why don't you look up the encyclopedia? And I would think, well, that's something I'll never know. Something I'll never know. But it's amazing that in modern day times, when we have so much technology and the ability to connect with everyone in time and space, no matter where we are in the world, which is awesome. The ability to connect with others and resonate and to share ideas and to come together is spectacular. And that's the benefit of technology. But when your technological device is suggesting a reality that is contrary to what is happening right in front of you in the room you're occupying, why go to that for your reliable source of information? What if instead, reliable sources, one was your breath. You want to know what's happening in the world? Ask your breath. Hey, breath, what's going on in the world? Which is not untrue because everyone in the world, wherever you go, is. So that's actually what's happening. Isn't that true? Isn't that 100% more reliable than what you see on TV? Say, breath, what's happening? And everywhere you go, you see people, that matches. You turn on TV, you see something, you look around your room, that's not happening right now. You look out your window, that's not happening right now. You turn your TV, there's police tape. You look out your window, no police tape. The other source for your news is your awareness, your senses, your hearing, your seeing, your feeling, your inner knowing of your third eye, your intuiting. What do your senses tell you is true right now? Give you any evidence of the problem that you're trying to fix? What's real right now? What do you hear? And what do you feel? And is that a problem to your breath? And if not, do you know what that means? All is well. It means all is well. If you band together with others to try to respond defensively to the things you're seeing, whether they're fake news or real news, on social media, you're abandoning the post of what you're here to do and you're not facing what's directly in front of you. Which is, your job is to be an announcer of well-being, to pass along love and compliments, and to counter whatever you see directly in front of you with the opposite higher vibration, to anchor light for those you encounter who will then absorb that energetically and pass it along to others that they If you are 100% committing to what is right in front of you, you will not have the time or the interest to turn on a TV and let fantasy convince you. Altered form of reality. People alter themselves by letting fantasy be their interpretive reality. The stress of what is created by perceiving fantasy as reality then leads to these really interesting addictive states. We have to keep altering our state with drugs and poisons, whether it's alcohol and caffeine and other things like that, as a way of trying to deal with of shallow breathing, which is just mistaking fantasy for reality. And so if we wish to return to the light of our divinity right now, we breathe in. Breathing in is just receiving all the gifts that the divine has for us right now, for this moment and this moment only. You is what you need for this moment to satisfy this moment, and whatever you need for the next moment will be waiting for you then. What do you need right now? Not fulfilling the highest possibility of this moment right now. You're freaking nailing it. You are called to be here with us, to sit and to receive and to listen. You're all in your chairs, you're all listening, and you're all receiving. 100%. Wrong. And if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. And even if you have some sort of point of contention, part of what you're here to do, so you're doing that right. Doing everything perfectly, but you're only given the insights, the perspectives, the resources to satisfy this moment only. And if you just see how well you're fulfilling this moment and let your senses tell you the late breaking news that's going on in front of you, only in this moment, you will have no other option but to recognize that all is well. In reality, we can start to see that all is well, but because it's so contrary to the way we've been taught to perceive reality, we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to deal with the all is well. So we go back to our technology and ask it to tell us how to think. And people sit with me. I have the pleasure of sitting with them. And in that moment, where there's only this, and they say, but what am I supposed to do? And the answer is, realize that it's only about what you're supposed to do right now. And right now, the only thing there is to do is to notice the space of silence that has brought you here to be its verbal announcer of well-being, so that the highest glory and wisdom of consciousness doesn't go overlooked, unseen, or unheard. Do we hear anyone saying all is well? Do all is well. And now the universe has not gone one moment without all is well being realized and remembered and invoked. That's what it means to be a light worker. Anchor. The visualization. Anchoring light. I know some people anchor it that way, and that's fine. Light is a visualization. You're using your imagination and hoping it creates something in reality. You can only stay in the domain of imagination. So you can use your imagination to anchor light, and then you have a really bright imagination. And then you walk around with people, you go, oh my God, it's so bright in here. And they go, I'm not feeling that reality. You go, well, you should be my imagination. Very bright. I have made my imagination very bright. I'm using my imagination to do so you should definitely check it out. You ever been a light worker talking to other non-spiritual people and like you go, oh my God, I'm feeling so amazing. They're not feeling amazing. It's because if you use your imagination to anchor a better experience, you're only going to have a better experience in your imagination. You're there to show you, hey, that's great that you're having that experience. I don't live inside your imagination. This is reality. In reality, we don't use our imagination, we use our words. In the beginning, there was the word. So we use our words to anchor and invoke higher vibrations of consciousness by the quality of our conduct and the values we demonstrate through the articulation of sound, which is a manifestation of breath or the consciousness of God coming to life within you. All is well. Such simple words have such grand implications. All is well. Why do we say it? Because we listened, I hear nothing, all is well. That was my purpose. Who we disagree with? No one. Someone wants to disagree with you? Let them. What happens when you let someone disagree with you? You say someone and someone goes, I see it differently. Fantastic. Now what? We're going to circle back and go, you are completely wrong, sir. Okay? Thank you all as well. All as well. Thank you all as well. Go front, backwards. You know? Like a Led Zeppelin album. You're not going to run the all as well backwards and send negative energy to someone. All as well, like both ways. You ever agree with you? Ever let someone disagree with you? I disagree with you, sir. Thank you very much. No, sir, you are wrong, sir. Okay, thank you. I'm wrong in your eyes. Thank you. No, not in my eyes. You are wrong. In the biggest sense of wrong. Okay, I'm wrong. Must be stopped. Okay, stop me. Stop me. Stop me. All is well. All is well. Stop me. All of this final ego can do is stand in your face and go, you must be stopped. Go for it.
Come on, try to stop me.
And then the next word is, something must be done. Nothing. Nothing.
Can you guys hear this?
How many all is wills do you have to send in the direction of an ego before you blow it up into a trillion stars? You should try to figure that out. Someone disagrees with you. You are wrong. Thank you all as well. Thank you. What do you mean by that? I mean all as well. And what does that mean? It means all as well. Anchoring energy, just a flashcard, anchoring energy. And people go, but we have to deal with the real issues. And find them first. Face forward and find your issue right now. And let's face it together. Right now, I'm your issue. And it's a pleasure doing business with you. Take any issue you have with the world right now, face forward, find it. Is it there? Problem solved. You're welcome. I joke, but I'm being completely serious. If you only based reality on what is totally in front of you, you would wake up within a split second. And the fear of ego is, I feel like I'd be leaving the world behind, turning my back on injustice, and letting people get away with mayhem and murder. Right in front of you? Not then all is well. And if it is, do what you gotta do. And only you know what that will be. I can only invite you to be. Half of the commentary that goes on in the human mind is trying to figure out what to do about situations that aren't right in front of you. Like, as if we're trying to rehearse and practice for something that's not in front of us. And you want to know that's why you don't know what to do, because it's not happening. You already know what to do and you're kind of going along with it. Are you willing to trust that when something's right in front of you, you will only know what to do at that moment? Are you willing to walk the razor's edge? Realize that there aren't any dress rehearsals in this play. We don't practice lines from scene 5 while in scene 3. Look at what's right in front of you or around you and find your problem. Saying you don't have a problem, I'm asking you to find it. See, that's the cleverness. I'm not saying there are no problems. Because how could I tell you experience? I'm just asking you to look. Do you see what I'm saying? Problems. Because to some people, if you could jump in their perspective and look at what's right in front of them, there's some pretty problems. But if you right now don't see a problem right in front of you, then your mission is different at this moment. Light bearers and anchors of a higher consciousness that is bringing into the world and helping to create a tipping point for the world so that those who are in actual problems can start to be soothed and uplifted by our energetic contributions and begin to transform and evolve into a reality where they don't have to have the problems that you don't have either. So we, in our problem-free zone that most of us are in, learn to anchor a vibrational energy to assist the evolution of the planet so people and beings on this planet who have some freaking problems can start to find some relief. Most spiritual beings don't have problems. They think they do. Problems are, I don't like how this feels. And everything that we don't like how it feels is actually the evidence of your highest expansion and evolution underway. We misperceive that a healing journey is about making symptoms go away when symptoms are the proof of the healing already occurring. That's the way we understand this. Whether it's I love you, thank you, all is well, we use the intentionality of our focus. We use the power of our breath, and we use the precision of our highest godly attributes, qualities, and characters to bring into a moment that when we hear silence, silence means well-being, goodness is not being announced. And since you have the ability to announce well-being, it looks like you found your life purpose. You enter in a moment, you hear all is well. Oh, someone else's turn, I'll take a break. I hear nothing, all is well. Take down the negative, we're just trying to promote the positive. And it's not positive and turn away from the negative. It's that if there was a negative situation right in front of you, that would be the moment when life would be asking you to assist. And if you were in a situation where you had to assist because it's right in front of you, you would already be taking the very action that you don't have to stop and think about what to do. What happens if you allow just what you see and sense right now to be your only reality? What if this is the world right now? This is the entire world right now. This is the world. What's the real state of the planet? It's a pretty damn aligned. That's reality. On spiritual journey, there is a deep impulse to want to know what's real. And you already see it, you just may not know it. You're seeing what's real. What you conclude, that's just a program. It's just seeing what's right in front of you. What's real? Oh, that is. Okay, that's nice. What should I do about it? About what? What should I do about it? About what? What should you do about what? The question you'll have will be about something other than what's happening right now. How much time are you willing to give what's right in front of you? How much relationship with just what's in front of you? You gotta word it differently sometimes. Because there are teachings that get out there, and all the teachings are wonderful, you know. At a certain point, everyone got into, you know, like certain teachings would let it go and be present, which is a great teaching. Be present. Being present is a wonderful act of mindfulness, and for a lot of beings, it's a wonderful gateway into a very open-hearted and expanded level of consciousness. It's wonderful. But what happens is, be present then just became something people ran around saying they should tell people to do it. You should be present. You should be present. So we got to word it in a way where it like is different. So instead of be present, because that those words kind of, you know, that's kind of like the job of a spiritual teacher is like create something really that appeals and helps a lot of people that over the time. So let me just make up something new that we can eventually work on. In a monogamous relationship with what's right in front of you. What would happen if you didn't cheat on reality? Right? Reality's kind of maybe taking a nap and you creep into your computer room. You turn on your computer, tell me what to think. Show me stuff. It's like an affair. It's like an affair. People going on social media, push the blinds, dim the lights, and no one sees what they're about to put out into the blogosphere. Or cheating on reality. On Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and have talked about actually what's going on right in front of you. How many times have you actually just announced reality? You go to post and go, at this moment, my fingers are moving on the keyboard. That's real. More real will be, right now, this moment, my fingers are moving on the keyboard, and I hope that I arrange letters in a way that makes you like me. That's real. Or do we go on and we have an adulterous affair with reality, against reality? We cheat on reality. We cheat on reality by perpetuating things that are not right in front of us. When you go on to those things and you look at the dirty newsfeed, the dirty, alluring newsfeed, right? Just begging you to cheat on reality. Right? No, you're looking at what's right in front of you, so it's kind of simple, kind of boring. Don't you want to look at this? Oh, I think I do. Don't you want to see this? Things that are in front of you, only on a computer screen, that aren't happening around you. Your mind was social adultery. As you go back to reality, what's right in front of you is the only thing to give your attention to. And face forward and only related harmoniously to what's right in front of them, everyone will be handling their business and the vibration of the planet will skyrocket. And there's a little bit of a weird edge when you consider that, because there's a feeling of, if I do that, I risk taking my attention and unplugging from this mechanism. And what if I don't? What if something happens and I'm unaware of it? What if I miss something? What if I take my attention off it and the bad guys win? First of all, how do you know there are bad guys? Look right in front of you and find one. Am I a bad guy? These bad guys? Where are the bad guys? Look around you and find an enemy. Or look within and find the truth. And when you look within, you know what you're going to find? Nothing but breath. And that's when you find out what you are. You're nothing but breath. No thing, because the breath is not a thing. We label as a thing just to give our attention to it. But the breath is not a thing. It's not a solid. Formless, omnipresent flow of divinity, bringing to you in every moment all that you need, urging you to then share it with the others in the exhale. The breath is truth. And when you rely on any other news source other than your breath, and in conflict in some form of fantasy. And if you find conflict in fantasy, because fantasy is defined by believing in a reality that is contrary to what is right in front of you. That's what fantasy is. And then use your imagination, try to raise the vibration of that moment that is only making your imagination high vibrational. We look at what's right in front of us and we go, you know, I think life's a lot more simple than I thought. That's why the teachings, whatever rises, love that. Let me love myself until I see the light. And the light is just opening your eyes and going, oh, 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 oh. Well, that's more simple. I'm not saying you don't have a problem. I'm asking you right now to find your problem. I'm not saying you don't have an enemy. I'm saying look around the room and find your enemy. Even at home on YouTube. Stay in your environment. Just stay in the room you're in. Just look around that room. Find an enemy. Find your problem.
Cats don't count.
Right, cats are not enemies. Enemies are enemies, cats are cats. If a cat was an enemy, it would be called an enemy, not a cat. But since it's a cat, it can't be an enemy. Let's use the power of our words in a really funny way. People can't be enemies, because enemies are enemies and people are people. If people are enemies, then there's no longer people. Enemies are only enemies. So where in reality do you find only an enemy that has no other name or label? You don't. That's why they don't exist. Isn't that clever? So words can wake you up. I literally had that realization I don't know in my life because everything's so, It's an acid trip in here, I swear to God. I swear. So at a certain point, your breath becomes this like waterfall of ayahuasca or something. I can tell you how things are so incredibly vivid, but then things are so clear at a certain point. I remember one day many years ago, I had a realization, and it was in the middle of a thought. It was many years ago. And it was in response to someone who was not nice to me many years ago, like probably 20 years ago. So that person is mean. In the middle of it, I woke up, like just woke up. That person, it was like I was watching the sentence on a blackboard in space, and I was deconstructing myself. That person is mean. That was the sentence. And I went, no, that person is that person, mean is mean. That person can't be mean. They're two different things. They're two different things because they have two different labels. That person is that person, and my mind blew up. And you want to know what happened when my mind blew up? All is well. And even if you want to get fancy pants and go, no, Matt, all is all well as well. You just anchored double the amount of high vibrational energy. Or you have the thought, I'm not good enough. Put it on the cosmic blackboard. I'm not good enough. No, I am as I am. Not good enough is not good enough. Not good enough. Who's not good enough? How do we know it's a who? All we know is I am. I am can only be I am. All I am is I am. And over here we have not good enough. Not good enough. But that doesn't mean I am not good enough. Can you see? Rethink spiritually. I'm asleep. No, I am as I am. Asleep is asleep. What could be more asleep than asleep? But who is asleep? How do we know it's a who? It's too asleep for us to ask. We tried to get some testimony and it's snoring. Asleep is asleep. I am as I am. Not the same thing. If they were the same thing, they'd have one word, not two. Do you see? Isn't that hilarious? And all of those complicated sentence structures that you project into life, not seeing the hilarious truth of it, is all testimony and feedback you're giving about a moment where you are insisting something that's not happening is happening. And all that does is get you out of alignment with your breath. So funny how the weirdest things can kind of bring clarity. Isn't it funny how we can take such a backdoor approach and yet authentically, directly, and tangibly sense how absolutely well this moment is? That underlines every interaction. The wellness that is infused in all, that becomes more palpable to all when we announce the well-being, that all is well. You come into a world, you hear people saying a lot of outrageous, nasty things, and you say, what isn't being said? That's what I say. What isn't being demonstrated? That's the choice I make. Someone treats you unfairly, you treat yourself more fairly. You bring to life what isn't present so that the capabilities, qualities, and attributes of divine consciousness always go heard, seen, and recognized. Everyone in the world can ignore it. You're the one who's going to stand for it. That's what it means to be a light worker. The absolute law of love to reveal to the world the infinite source that welcomes all life as light is well. If you get it, until the world in view reflects to you, scaleness of all that you are. Or you can turn on your television, which this is not about not watching TV, by the way. This is not about not watching TV. This is about knowing the purpose of your television. The function is to entertain. The purpose of your senses and your breath is to educate. Your breath and your awareness are educational tools. Your television is your entertainment center. We don't mix the two up. Entertained by the things you see. Change the channel. Or fall for the thought of, I can't change the channel because I don't want to miss anything. You miss the thing that distracts you from bringing all is well to the world. Seems to be that we can watch the news 24 hours a day, and while not trying to miss a single headline, we're actually missing the purpose of why we're here, which is to announce well-being to the world. For our salvation and the renewal and rebirth of the planet. So while not trying to miss something, we're really missing something quite outrageous, aren't we? We're even missing the opportunity to look around and see what's real. This is what's real. And in every moment, no matter what's right in front of you, it is the auspicious way in which all is well manifest to reflect to you the truth of reality, if you're willing to just see what's in front of you. Or are you going to allow someone in some political position who has been recorded and filmed saying a statement, and when asked about the statement they said, audio and on video, they say it never happened? We have audio and video of you saying it. We can read your lips. We can see you saying it. You even tweeted it. It happened. And you get incensed by that. How can you say it didn't happen when we have proof of it? And all that is just a distraction from all as well. Well, I fell for it. An awakening being is not just someone who has transcended perpetual wheel of conditioning. An awake being is one who's so clear on the energy they're anchoring, they're incapable of being programmed by anything or anyone. You can't program awake. Do you want to know why? Because when you're awake, you are the consciousness, the love, and the compassion of breath. You can't condition breath. You can only limit the breath by the conditioning of the mind. But even though the breath can go shallow, it doesn't ever stop because you can't stop the light of God. The breath that responds to anything and everything with the same inhale and exhale that says, as you breathe in, I give you all the resources you need for this moment alone. Share it with others. And think of this, think of that, the breath, which is giving you everything you need in every moment, whether you know it or not, and then inviting you to share that with others. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like an infinite source that welcomes every life as light. That sounds like the absolute law of love. That sounds like all is well, doesn't it? Are you willing to let the breath guide you across the threshold into the unknown? Are you willing to see in front of you what is so true and dare to allow other people who let their televisions tell them how to think to put you down and think you are the most unintelligent person I've ever met? Are you willing to take that? Because if you are, you're going to find paradise. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like an infinite source that welcomes every life as light. That sounds like the absolute law of love. That sounds like all is well, doesn't it? Are you willing to let the breath guide you across the threshold into the unknown? Are you willing to see in front of you what is so true and dare to allow other people who let their televisions tell them how to think to put you down and think you are the most unintelligent person I've ever met? Are you willing to take that? Because if you are, you're going to find paradise. You're going to meet reality. And if you're talking to people in your life that are hypnotized by the headlines, why disagree with them? They've watched a program. That program has now programmed them how to talk and think. What they're saying is real to the testimony of someone who's been brainwashed. They're not wrong. They just don't know they're brainwashed. And disagreeing with them is only going to pull you into that energy. Something comes up to you. So what are we going to do about this president? I don't really know. What do you think we should do? Find paradise. You're going to meet reality. If If you're talking to people in your life that are hypnotized by the headlines, why disagree with them? That program has now programmed them how to talk and think. What they're saying is real to the testimony of someone who's been brainwashed. They're not wrong, they're brainwashed. And disagreeing with them is only going to pull you into that energy. Why disagree with them? So then it comes up to you. So what are we going to do about this president? I don't really know. What do you think we should do? Oh, I don't know. Okay, well, if you figure it out, let me know. You figure out, I'm going to go over here and get a little snack. A little snack. But if you figure out what to do about this president, I will put my snack down at that moment. We will plot, we will conspire, and we will come together and we will prevail. So we will do. We'll prevail. So if you come up with an idea, I'll be over there and snack down, waiting for instructions. We meet someone who just starts out with like giving you brainwashing. It's their viewpoint of what they've been told is real, and they're not kind of spending any time in relationship with, they're not in a monogamous relationship with reality. Let's just say that. Right? They come into the conversation. Usually people at that state of consciousness, and I say this respectfully and compassionately, they often start conversations with you like you're in the middle of a conversation. You don't even know you're in it. Hey, how you doing? My life sucks. I was like, we're further along in conversation. And that's an energy coming your way, and you're just there to transmute. You go, well, you're beautiful to me. And that's real. Because what's in front of you is the potential beauty of a human being, divinity in form. A divine reality that, as an infinite source, announces well-being and welcomes every life as light. That light here's his life says, my life sucks. And we say, you're beautiful to me. We are being the all is well. We're not disagreeing. We're just supporting, we're offering. Not trying to convince. That sucks. I think you're beautiful. If they're really just doing negativity, well, I don't think I'm really that attractive. Well, you were to me. So go figure. Well, I just think you're just saying that. Maybe I am. I mean, the truth is, I'm just saying that. Doesn't mean I'm being disingenuous. You're just saying that. I am just saying that because it's true. See how you really hear words? The reality of it's very simple. People give you the most conscious interactions. You just got to take it literally. Right? You're beautiful today. Well, I don't know about that. Well, okay. Roll that one over. I'm gonna go to Snack Town. There, by the punch bowl. Go meet life. My life sucks. Sure, that'll be a wonderful soulmate relationship. Are you willing to give your full attention to what is happening right now? And here's another point of inquiry. What do you think? Thoughts. So what do you think? You're not having thoughts. That's if you're having thoughts. Are your thoughts related to what's happening in front of you? If not, doesn't matter. Just fancy. What do you feel? Is what you feel directly related to what's in front of you? Fancy. Is what you hear have anything to do with what's in front of you? And if you're hearing reality, you're going to hear that, which is a big open space that you can either revel in for nourishment or fill with the intentional vibration of your life purpose as a light worker. When you need nourishment and you're exhausted, you find that open space and you let it nourish you and you drink in that spaciousness through your breath. And of emptiness, draw it in through your breath and spread it out through your exhale for others to receive. And when you're nourished and not exhausted, you fill the space with the words and vibrations that uplift the planet and your personal circumstances. Before we can transform reality, we actually have to be in reality. And when you're in reality And if you don't find any problems to fix, then look how miraculous of a transformer you already are. By the time you consciously got here, there were no actual problems. Wow, you're miraculous. The most well-trained firefighter in a city with no infernos. If there was a problem, boy, would you be ready to handle it. All right. So what are we gonna do? All is well. All is well. Funny, all is well. 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 By the way, when you're doing this, maybe all of you, as you're doing this, are smiling. Because all is well. You're literally a living testimony of all is well. Like you're saying all is well and smiling. You're proof of it. So here's, I hear all is well, I see people smiling. It must be. And if I joined them in the song and smiled, I'd feel that way too. Some sort of global all is well cult. Led by some guy in a sweater vest. I don't know about this guy. I don't know about this guy in the all is well cult. All is well. All is well. Yes, my blood is working. Yes. All is well. All is well. All is well. And what they're seeing in front of them, they're telling you about something someone else told them. They're telling you something in your reality, and then you can have that in your reality, and you can pass on to other people, and everyone is being educated by what isn't in front of them. That's how we get divorced and out of alignment with our breath. Because when you're one with your breath, you're only facing forward. And when you face forward, not much is there for you to battle with, and that bores the crap out of your ego. And as your ego gets bored, it starts to unravel, and as your love arises and align with your breath, your consciousness starts to expand to become the soul in its most ecstatic and self-actualized form as you wake up out of the stages of dormant incubation and shift from ego to soul. And as you make that shift internally, the light that awakens within you radiates into the world through your empowered choices, through the power of your words, through the consciousness of your breath. And over a certain period of time, the outside stuff starts to reflect back the light that is awakened within. And that is what we call divine alchemy. And you don't need a news feed to do that. Or you can look at your news feed and all is well the crap out of it. And use it as a practice. I'm not saying don't be online, I'm saying use it to your conscious advantage. All is well. All is well. All is well. And if what's right in front of you is not all is well, then all isn't well. But let me ask you a question. Are you there right now? Is what's right in front of you and all that isn't well? And if not, all is well. I joke as a way of getting something very deep in there in a very subtle way. And you go, oh. Because in this day and age, we have to be clever with the teachers. All is well, but don't believe me. See for yourself and you decide. Is all well or not? Just look what's right in front of you. Look at something that isn't a technology device and determine whether all is well or not for you. And if all is well, join the love revolution. And if all isn't well for some twist of fate, you're welcome to join as well. Because we are each unique expressions of an infinite source that welcomes every life as light. Because we abide in the absolute law of love. We are the announcers of well-being. We are the way showers of a new humanity. We are light workers of a new heart-centered paradigm. We are the living reality, the living proof, and the absolute evidence of divine reality. The proof that God is here by announcing all is well. The world has been waiting for the second coming, and you are the evidence that's here to be found. Announce yourself in the presence of the world. and let the world know of your glory through all this work.
So, you guys have any questions? Thanks for tuning in this whole time. That was an hour and 43-minute video that I put to 1.25 speed, so we were able to get through it in about an hour and 15, 20 minutes. And how y'all doing? About 25. That's so funny. Because of Candy, I say y'all now. I used to never say y'all, but now I say y'all. So thank you, Candy. It's kind of easy. Instead of how are you all doing, or how are you all feeling so far today? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I kind of like that. Gets straight to the point. That's why I adopted it. Again, thank you, Candy. All is well. All is well. About 25, 30. There's like 35 people tuning in there. Not that bad for not barely even talking for an hour and a half. It's pretty cool. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, listened to it. Did you listen to it? Did you enjoy it? Did you get anything out of it? I haven't listened to Matt Kahn. Well, I listened to him last night, but I didn't listen to this one, All Is Well, until right now with you guys and gals. And yeah, it sounds like he's been doing some flat earth research. He's talking about programming and brainwashing and what's really real and reality, and looking with your eyes and believing what you see with your eyes that's right in front of you. What do you see? Well, I see a flat horizon. All is well. Focus on your breath. That's important. That's like a karmic pattern that keeps coming back up to me in my life, where my breath goes crazy and out of control, where it feels like I'm hyperventilating and my emotions go insane. Basically, well, it's almost a nervous breakdown, but it's not as bad, because it's just, I'm not like screaming. It's just, I'm like, oh fuck, like what the hell's going on with my stomach and my hands and my fucking why do I feel tense and tight, and I can't breathe, and why are there tears flowing out of my face, and why are my hands pulsating and my heart palpitating, and everything feels electric and magnetic. So a lot of that's a karmic pattern that comes up in my life. So just I actually, listening to him talk about breathing, that I felt that feeling come back, but as I just accepted it and just kept breathing through it, what am I supposed to do? I have a tense feeling in my stomach sometimes when I'm not focusing on my breath. See, I'm focusing on my thoughts instead of just focusing on my breath. So instead of focusing on my breath, I'm out there in my thoughts and making up stories as to why my physiology and my emotions and my body, why I'm gonna make up fantasies and stories. No, that's my ego playing a trick on me. Then I just have to come back down, get grounded, focus on my breath. Usually I'm surrounded by really nice people who are trying to help me out. Women who, hey, are you okay? Can I do some Reiki on you? Oh yeah, sure, please go ahead. I can't really move right now. Sure, I have a woman in front of me doing fucking Reiki healing, and then I have another girl come and, hey, you seem really tense. Would you like a massage? I can give you a back massage. I have a girl in front of me giving me a Reiki. People watching. A girl comes from behind me and starts massaging my shoulders, and I'm like, oh man, this is intense. See, these are karmic patterns that come up in my life. And instead of freaking out and thinking I'm gonna be killed, I think it's a lot better to lose control of your breath a little bit. Go outside on the balcony, stare at the flat horizon on the beach of the Pacific Ocean by yourself, away from anyone in and then suddenly everyone wants to help you instead of feeling paranoia or conspiratarded and making up stories that aren't true. So yeah, is this real? Is this like, if something bad's happening to you in the present moment and right in front of you, what's going on right in front of you? Well, just, is this real? Is this true? Is this real? Is this what's really happening? No, no. Just tell yourself, no, I don't think. It's probably not. It probably isn't. I'm going to check some of the comments. Still got about 30 people watching. That was nice. Great inspirational frequencies, Rob Dizzle says. Hell yeah, dude. I didn't see you, Rob, in the chat until now. Never use your eyes to see. Okay, well, that's just stupid, Bumper. What should I use? Should I just close my eyes and then try to pretend like I'm seeing with my third eye? This isn't a cartoon. Let's see here. Watch this Respecting the Shadow video. Oh yeah, Carolyn, I've watched all of his videos, like you. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. He has been taking more or talking more about illusory reality lately. Yep, I've been listening to him for a long time. Yeah, exactly. Another good small sub Flat Earth hangout is Mick Taylor, Reign of Fire. Nice chill pub type of place. I'll have to check that out. I'll check your hangout. Dan Tibbetts. Check out the FESubGenius hangout. Since I can't do hangouts anymore, I'm going to have to take over Dan W's hangouts and Candy Franklin's hangout when she's at work and unable to do hangouts. And then I'm going to just like mirror the videos onto my wall or onto my YouTube. It's kind of weird. Kind of shitty, but whatever. What am I going to do? Let's see here. Oh, you couldn't hear? You couldn't hear so good though? Oh, sorry you couldn't hear so good, Marku. Let's see here. FPV Angel is a good channel. More lobby or chilling place. I had a nice channel. I have a nice channel, nice videos. I had a nice hangout, but now I'm not allowed to do hangouts anymore for 3 months because of copyright issues. Let's see here. I am a professional shitty breather. In my mind, way too much. Same with me, Carolyn. Let's work on that together. All is well. You gotta go to work though, fucking Rob. Peace out, man. Deuces. Death to the globe. Bumper says Joe Rogan is a flat earther. He's just shilling like a villain. That's true. Just reading off some of your comments here before I put on a song and get the. I'm gonna start my day. I'm gonna take a shower. Or I'm gonna go take a walk. Even though the sun is kind of out or behind the clouds right now, I'm gonna go take a walk with Aldo and figure out what to do after that. Bumper says, I have no idea about what is being discussed. I'm reading off the chat room. I don't understand why. Skywatch Central says, me either, Bumper. You guys can't figure out that I'm reading off comments? Are you guys that like daft? All right, Carolyn, good luck approaching Matt Kahn about flat Earth. Yeah, be the flat Earth awakening. Be nice about it. Be calm about it. Don't want to hurt the poor man's too much. Maybe I will compose a letter. I hope you do, and read it off to him, to his face after you give him a hug, and say this is very important. Drizzle says, Rob says, watch out for that old friend. Music? Watch out for that old friend. Oh, the dark side or something? Music heavy and hard, breaks the soul serenity. Yeah, clouds the mind and puts the listener in a zombie type state to take in any subliminal or not messaging. Be careful. Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I like punk rock. I always have, but punk rock is different than like death metal. Death metal is little different, a lot different. Let's see here. Bumper, we listened to a Matt Kahn video. Check him out. And now I guess Dan is just checking the comments. Healing subconsciously? Fuck yeah, dude. Nothing is real on a deeper level. Well, yeah, nothing is real, meaning nothing, the void. No, you're not stupid, Skywatch Central, just a little behind. You'll catch up. I got stupid hanging for you, Jesus. Bumper, I wasn't in the chat, just been listening. Oh, okay, cool. I got you. Yo, have a good day at work, Rob. All is well. Marcus Aquarius, you're not stupid. Why can't you do Hangouts? I missed that part. Because I was streaming live and I got taken down live because I was streaming stuff that was all copyrighted. So they took me down live and now I can't go on. Now I can't do live Hangouts for 3 months. I was coming up on my 50th episode. I was about to have fucking Santos Bonacci on. God damn it. All right. Well, I just read down a little bit, Skywatch Central, and let's see here. Now I'm going to scroll back up. I see that you think I'm a douche down there, but up there you were fine. So now I'm gonna keep in mind that you think I'm a douche. So let's see here. Dan W, whatever channel you're on, it's all good. Thank you, Dan W. Jibby Jedi says, I just got off my 3 months no live penalty, Dan, but I had a backup channel already set up to handle such things. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a backup channel myself like a month ago or 2 months ago, and now I think I'm going to have to set up a backup account. God damn it. So I'm going to fucking start I'll make another account then so I don't have to take over Handy Candy's Hangouts. I'm not taking it over because she's at work, but let's see here. That's hilarious, Carolyn. Skywatch, laugh out loud. We're just stupid. Would be a good t-shirt. Quote, I am a flat earther, but don't ask me about it. We are stupid. Why do you want to talk to us so much, and why are you so obsessed with us so much if the flat earth is retarded and beyond stupid? Yet you just can't, you're obsessed with us. You can't stop talking about us or thinking about us, and we're the stupid ones. You realize how stupid that is? Good grief. What a stupid mindset. Man, I'm going to stalk and obsess about these flat earth people, and I'm going to make fun of them, I'm going to obsess about them and lurk them for years. Yet I think they're stupid people. Who is the stupid one? Do you realize like how fucking incredibly deranged, twisted, and mentally ill that person has to be stalking and obsessing about something that they think is stupid for years? That is the definition of psychopathy. Good God. Everything is real when you go even deeper. I like that, Caroline. Get a globalist and have some good debate? Dude, fuck off, Bumper. Tell me how to run my channel on Candy's channel, okay? Is too much weed possible? Yeah, of course too much weed is possible. You're not going to die from it. I mean, too much weed? Shit. Is it possible? I want a problem. I want that problem. Too much weed. What kind of problem is that? It's just too much weed. What? More the merrier. I would probably just hand him the letter and give a kiss. All right, well, good luck to you, Caroline, and I hope he reads it and takes it seriously, because he should. Seriously, you guys didn't get any of this? Rob is saying, like, how do you... I don't like this guy. Yeah, I understand. You already called me a douche. And now you're saying you don't like me. Probably because I called you out on calling me a douche. See, that's what I do. You can call me a douche and not like me all you want. You can think I'm a trickster, that I'm a egomaniac, that I'm deceptive and inauthentic, or whatever. You think whatever you want about me. That's the thing about me. Go ahead. All is well. So I want to thank Candy for giving me her channel for a little bit to run some meditative programming on some people. So do we give Dan the Hangout password? Then he's in. Yeah, you can give me the password for your YouTube channel, or create an alternate channel YouTube account, and then I can just use that one. Candy Franklin says, who lives in Brazil? Truthers are turning into true earthers. Damn, dude, you're gonna have 8-hour hangout tonight, Candy Franklin? Let's buy it ace. Oh, so yeah, Candy, this Bumper dude says, this dude is fucking retarded, Candy. If you host this guy, you're going to lose subs for show. Oh my God, he reads comments. Yes. See what happens? That means that you just put your tail between your legs. I just felt your tail go like this. Oh my God, he's reading comments. Candy, I put on a peaceful program for an hour and 30 minutes, and then I read some comments afterwards. This dude named Skywatch Central doesn't like me, and this guy Bumper doesn't like me. So sorry about that, folks. All is well still for me. Sorry, I have to embarrass Skywatch and Bumper and make him put his tail between his legs and go, oh no, he's reading comments. Candy, you're gonna lose subs. And guess what? Candy knows she's not gonna lose subs by having me on her Hangout. That's why she has me on her Hangout. She's not gonna have just anyone on here. But yeah, that's a good one, Bumper. You're a funny guy. How's your channel doing, Bumper? I bet you're a hoot and a holler. I bet you give lots of valuable information, man. Sorry, Candy, I have to make fun of Bumper here for a minute and a half, but I'll be on later on your Hangout later, and hopefully he's on there, and we can have a talk face to face. Seems that people don't like to talk face to face with certain people. Maybe that means that you're a coward. Well, it does. That's what it does mean. So let's see here. Can you still get Santos on here, Dan? Oh yeah, you can still get Santos on here, Dan. Well, shh. Well, Candy, you're just full of great ideas. Skywatch. Yeah, I know you think I'm a douche. Cool. I don't care. It just pisses people off so much more. The more I don't care, the more it pisses you off. I'm aware of that. I'm aware of how I act. I'm aware of consciously of how I act. I don't want people like you to like me, Skywatch Central. I don't care if people like you don't like me. Okay? Look into my eyes, and you see it, and you know it's true. Aww. So thank you, Candy's laughing. Yeah, I'm just going to read off a few more comments here. I want to catch up to the bottom. I'm almost there. I've been bugging Dan about it for a few weeks now. Caroline, I'm definitely going to get. I need to. I want to. I got to talk to Truman. I can go on Truman's show and have Santos read my birth chart on there. I want to read my birth chart and get Santos. I want to hear his opinions on my birth chart. I've known him for so long. I've known Santos since like 2010, 2011. So it's so funny when we both were globeheads. So let's see here. It's so cool that I can. Yeah, that's enough of that. Let's see here. Bumper, yo, he is a good friend of mine, and I love him. I love you too, Candy. Please don't talk shit about him, especially to me. You heard it there. You heard it there, Bumper. Carolyn says, "Are you saying Dan is a bad actor then, Skywatch? He's just being himself, just like everyone else. We're all actors. You don't have to like it." Ooh, she got you there. Jibby Jedi says, "Don't worry, every little thing is gonna be all right." He's actually well respectful out here. Candy only likes this guy because he makes her look really smart. Whew, it's a good one, Skywatch Central. You zinged me on that one. Yes, Candy. Let's see here. Ooh, you're starting to piss Candy off now. Skywatch, are you calling me stupid? You see, you're starting to piss off the host of this channel. She gave me the keys for this, and I'm gonna give the keys back to her right when I get to the end of this. But you notice how you're starting to piss off the host of the channel? She's gonna ban you soon if you keep being a douche. You see how you call me a douche, and then you expose yourself, and now the host of the channel is basically calling you a douche. So douche calls someone a douche. Douche gets exposed for being a douche. Karma 101. So see you later, Marku Kenneman. Have a good weekend. Yes, I know the comments are still are behind. Guys and gals, I honestly and genuinely respect you, Marcus Aquarius. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Marcus. And that goes for everyone. Dan, did you get Santos into Flat Earth, Dan? No, I did not. No, he just looked into it himself like I did. I didn't even know Santos. When I saw Santos became a Flat Earther, oh man, how I was so happy. It was such great confirmation. I'm like, yes, I've been following this guy forever, and he's turned into a Flat Earther too. So yeah, it was amazing to see Santos become a syncretist Flat Earther. My bad, Candy. No disrespect to you. Okay, thanks, Bumper, for apologizing to Candy. Not to me, but to Candy. Still, that's good enough. Let's see here. Jibby Jedi. This whole Flat Earth adventure has cost me about $8 so far. Mountain peak fees. Once it gets to $10 in cost, I may call it a PSYOP. So far, I've made $5 total off the Flat Earth, everybody. I want to thank Candor for... I've never asked for money once for this, ever. But never asked for money for being a Flat Earth truther. And so far, my total gross income is for discussing Flat Earth, talking with hundreds and thousands of people. I made $5. Thank you, Candor, for donating $5 to my PayPal account that I've never asked anyone to donate to. So, thank you. Good grief. Like, how fucking stupid are some of these people? Like, do you realize that the news, television programming, and all of the television news programming, media, magazines, newspapers, radio, these are paid professional liars. And they get paid tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars to lie on a daily basis. So if people want to make money for spreading the truth, I applaud them. You fucking stupid, brainwashed zombie slave. Okay? If you think making money off of spreading the truth is a bad thing, you are mentally deranged and twisted, psychopath, ill. You're not all there. You're lost. Something is not right in you. If you hate people and harp on people for making money or wanting to make money off of spreading the great work called the truth, you're a part of the problem. You got that? Good. I hope that message is received loud and clear. Fucking pathetic peons with their fucking know-nothing selves. No work done. They don't show their face. They don't put out any work. They don't have a YouTube channel or anything. They don't have anything at all except sock accounts with 0 subscribers. And they think that they can say shit. You can say all the shit that you want, but I'm going to expose you like I just did. That's what I do. I expose people like you. With your fucking double speak, zombie, reverse mind, MK Ultra, NLP. You think your pathetic neuro-linguistic programming works on me? I dissect NLP. I double speak NLP right back at the NLPer trying to do it to me. That's how alert, consciously alert and aware I am. Good luck trying to do it to me. Why do you think that the fake flat earthers hate me? And obviously all the globalists hate me. Well, no, that's not true. Not all the globalists hate me. That's why Alex Jones follows me. So let's see here. Well, the truth is always free. If you don't think people should make money off of the truth and getting the truth out there, then you're a part of the problem. What do you just want me to take my shirt off, take my pants off, and wear one fucking towel, and be a dirty homeless fucking bum, and just have a sign says the Earth is flat? Hey, believe me, look at me. I wear a fucking cloth. I don't want to make any money. Look, I want to be poor. I want to be poor. I want to be poor, okay? If I'm poor and suffering, then people will respect me. Okay? Look, if I refuse money and don't want to make any money and just want to be a poor, disgusting bum with the Earth is flat sign, that's a really good way to get my message across. How fucking stupid are you, bro? And the viewers are going up. Yeah, exactly. Actually, no one gives a shit if you think truth should be free. It is free. The truth is free. How do you think we all got to this point? People pay each other for time, energy, services. Duh. No one is saying it should cost money, nor do we ask for money. It's there because some people ask me to put it. I have not ever even had one person donate money. It is not like that. The truth is, it is not like that. Truth is free. Exactly. See how everyone disagrees with you and you're wrong? So you're jealous that we're being active. We're being socially responsible. Hey, Candy, this is why they get angry too, and people listening. This is why they get angry, because they don't have these ideas. They don't have accounts set up, a PayPal or a Patreon, or I don't even know what the hell it's called. Patreon, Patreon, Pantry, Lazy Susan. I don't even know what it's called. I'll have to ask Big Dread to set up a Patreon, because I love pissing off, getting under people's skin. The more people like, hey, why are you asking for money? Well, first off, I've never once asked for money. So now that makes me honestly want to ask for money. Like if I have never ever once asked for money ever, and I have people telling me, hey, Dan, why are you asking for money? Well, that makes me want to ask for money, because I haven't done it yet, and you're already angry at me even though I haven't done it yet. So I guess it's a good idea to get more, garner more hate and more dislike and disdain, resentment. Hate me all you want. Think I'm a douche all you want. I don't care. It doesn't affect me at all. Your disdain and jealousy, resentment of me doesn't do anything to me. It doesn't affect me. I don't take any offense to it. I don't take it personally. That's why I have a smile on my face staring at you right now. Thank you, Dan. You want to buy my t-shirts? Dude, I have awesome shirts, bro. You know that. So let's see here. But Caroline says, we know you are always right. Narcissists are always right. Wow. Caroline is destroying you, Skywatch. I don't even have to say anything. Truth is free, but people enjoy donating to some. You look at that, man. Jedi, boom, 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 boom. It doesn't cost money to have a YouTube channel. I know, Skywatch. Very good. Put your big boy pants on today and make up a good sentence like that. Skywatch Central says, it doesn't cost money to have a YouTube channel. Very good. Packed with extreme valuable information there, buddy. I'm going to read your next sentence, and I'm sure it's going to be enlightening as that one. Yes, I'm going to put some love in Candy's PayPal account in a second. Good. See, he is a good actor. Thank you, Carolyn. You're ridiculous, and I don't know how anyone could listen to you. Well, 35 people, 30 people listening to me now, Skywatch. So you're going to have to ask those 30 people why they're listening to me. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why people listen to me. Maybe because they enjoy listening to me, or maybe they can get through my masks, my multiple layers of masks that I have. That's all you have to do is just, my masks are easily peelable. I allow people to take my masks off. My masks, I just rip them right off. I take my masks off. I show myself for who I am. I have many layers to me. And so that's why the people who are listening to this, they get something out of me because of the layers of mask that I strip away and then show to you. See, you can learn from my psychology. Well, you can get into my psyche. The goal of an artist is for himself or herself to convey to the audience in a way in which he perceives it. So I'm sorry that my reality scares you. I know my reality is scary because reality is scary. Truth hurts, right? Truth is the truth free? Seems to be pretty expensive, right? You gotta buy and go on retreats. You gotta spend over $1,000 for a week stay at Esalen. Seems to be the truth. It takes money to buy things. So that's strange. Everyone wants to see poor people not asking for money. Good grief, how brainwashed are you? Be poor. Be dirty. Don't be socially responsible for your family, Candy. Candy, don't be socially responsible for your family and yourself. Let yourself starve. Let your children starve. You know, and guess what? She like she already said, she hasn't made a single fucking cent off it either. So go fuck yourself with your fucking arrogant, ignorant assumptions. All right, Candy, I'm going to get off your channel. I got about 30. Well, what do you know? There was 30 people watching Skywatch Central, and then I went on my rant again, and 5 more people tuned in. Listeners, I can't believe 5 more people want to listen to this fucking guy. He's obviously a douchebag. Look at him. I'm not angry. Are you projecting? You see how your tune changes? You see how your tune changes? Hey, everyone, you see how his tune changes up right away? I'm not angry. Are you projecting? No, I'm reading off the comments. So I'm reading off the comments that you're projecting. And then I project it back to you, your projection. See how I project projectors? You're projecting because I'm reading the comments. It's self-evident. It's common sense. This is what's going on. I'm reading off the comments. This is self-evident. And you try to, remember when I told you I'm going to take your neuro-linguistic programming, your doublespeak, and I'm going to reverse it on you. Remember when I said that? I just did it. So, yeah. See how his tune changes, everyone? That's all you got to do is just call him out. You got to look at him right in the face and call him out. And then they put their tail between their legs And then suddenly they're on your channel and they're checking you out, and then they're a fan of you. And they're saying, wow, dude, Dan's so cool. He's such a cool, nice guy, man. Man, I can't believe I thought you were a douchebag. I really hated you at first. You know how many people have told me that they hated me at first? They thought I was a fucking mean piece of shit, douchebag asshole. And then a week, a month, or 2 months, or 6 months go by, and then all these people just, what do you know, they're still around. I don't check their channel out, but they still watch me. And when you know, they apologize to me. And they say, sorry, man, sorry I called you those names. And I go, all is well. All was well when you called me those names, and all is well now when you're apologizing to me 6 months later. So you remember that. Giving money feels good, which is why they don't want us to exchange money. Exactly. They don't want us to be rewarded for doing loving, caring, intelligent work. They would say the same about Matt Kahn. Exactly. D.I. Dearth down the fucking rabbit hole. People pay $20 for a movie, pay hundreds for cable, rent movies from iTunes for content they enjoy. Anyone who loves certain YouTube channels should donate a few bucks a month so they can make more. Exactly. If 1,000 people donate $1 a month, then Dan does all his flat earth research for you, then presents it. Or anyone for that matter. Political hillbilly, Candy, myself. I can list a billion people who deserve money. Santos Bonacci, Dave Murphy. I can list a million people who deserve money. I don't want to name drop though. All right, let's see here. Dareth, I've never seen you here before. Hey, Candy. Candy, I thought having me on your channel was gonna lose subs, but down the rabbit hole just came on your channel and you just said, Dareth, I've never seen you here before. Hello, and that guy was saying that I'm gonna lose you subs, and you're saying hello to down the rabbit hole for the first time. Sorry for that. I love your channel too, down the rabbit hole. You're one of the first ones that I started watching. Besides Dubé, Powerland, Jeranism, and some other people. And then I decided to make videos. I was already making videos in 2013. My YouTube channel is in late 2013. And then I made some basketball review videos to get myself verbally and visually ready and prepared to talk about the flat earth. So all of my basketball videos was to prepare me to talk about the flat earth. And then I stopped doing basketball review videos, and then I started doing all flat earth videos, which is exactly what I planned on doing when I first made my channel. So let's see here. In my channel, find my channel at Flat Earth FESubGenius. Flat Earth FESubGenius. Like this channel. Thank you everyone for watching. 24 people liked. Got 8 assholes who disliked. 36 people watching. I'll stay on for a little bit more since there's like almost 40 people watching. Down the rabbit hole, Night Angel. Let's see here. I'm going to read off a few more comments here. It is such a weird feeling of excitement when you have been following, respecting, and learning from someone's work for years and years, and they show up on their own. Yeah, exactly, Candy. That was for Dareth, exactly. Before YouTube, all comment came from TV and movie studios that pay well to the content providers. Exactly. we're just being subversive down the rabbit hole. All these channels, Joe Rogan knows it too. Joe Rogan's, I mean, anyone could be a flat earth, or anyone could be a YouTube superstar now. Yeah, that's the thing. You think you're gonna make fun of people for being a fucking YouTube star? Go fuck yourself, dude. Are you kidding me? Make fun of people for making money off of doing things they love. Do you realize how brainwashed you are? You don't. You do not, like, how can you listen to what I just said and not realize how brainwashed you are? You're jealous and resentful that people are being socially active and being socially responsible and taking action and taking responsibility in their own lives of the choices that they make, then that they are setting up. Oh.
Hello.
Hey, Candy.
Brother Sanchez.
Oh, Brother Sanchez is coming on?
Yeah, that's why you didn't see my comment. I said don't end it. Sent him the link.
Are you liking my? Oh, he's about to go on live.
He's coming on here.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, shit. Oh, are you liking my? Are you? Oh shit.
Yeah,
Are you
I'm dying laughing. But did you see what I said? Like, it's so crazy. I've been following Brother Sanchez and David Weiss for so long, and then first David was there, and then Brother Sanchez came in too. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. Yeah, thank you for letting me take over your stuff while you're at work too. That's awesome. Very supportive and helpful and kind and loving and caring and thoughtful of you.
Dang, nobody's ever said that many nice things about me in one sentence before.
I'm pretty good at that. But it's cool as hell. It's funny as hell too, being the in all caps and you're the small one.
I know people were really confused. I was like, okay, he didn't type in cats. Like, should I write anything?
Well, there's only one person that was ticked off. So, and that one person, he makes it interesting for everybody else because I have no problem reading off the comments of a guy who doesn't like me. So, as you've heard. See, here's the thing about me. I can read off the comments about a guy who's calling me a douche and doesn't like me, and all the while I'm saying that, I'm promoting Candy's channel, Candy, myself, showing you your psychology, exposing you for the scumlord troll that you are, and also showing how rational and cool-headed that I am at the same time. So thanks, buddy.
Hey, he wants you to lean back so he can see your shirt.
Yo, get Brother Sanchez in here and let him take over and let him talk, because I gotta rest my voice for a little bit here.
But you can't get off of the call, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna get off the call. I'm just gonna put myself on mute and run across the street and grab a coffee real quick.
That happened to us last night, Antonio. I watched Dreads for like hours, and then I was like, man, I haven't been on a Hangout all day. I'm about to get on Antonio because his panel's always full. I couldn't get on, and so I went over there and I was over there with Antonio, and he was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to bed after a while. And he said, I'm not going to shut my laptop. I'm going to stay up. But then, echo. And I went over there and I was Antonio, and he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to bed.
Man of the hour himself, Brother Sanchez.
Yeah. But then,
what's up, Brother Sanchez?
hello.
What do you got going on in your neck of the woods?
What's up, FESubGenius and Candy? I'm sorry for the delay. I had my stream still going on. What's up, y'all?
Did you Did you catch any of my ranting? I was going off on people who hate on other people for making money off of the truth and taking action, being socially responsible, setting up PayPal accounts, Patreons, different social media platforms that all link it all together. And these people get jealous that you're actually doing it, and they do nothing but hate, and they can't even, that's all they can do is hate them, and it's fun.
So I'm gonna use this time to be honest, and I'm gonna speak on that because that's a big thing. You know what? Hold on a minute. Oh, I can't controls.
What do you need?
Can y'all hear me? I hear a lot of background noise, but if y'all can hear me, I can go on.
No, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, yeah, but what?
Hey, Candy,
I can hear you.
Let's mute ourselves.
Okay, yeah, man. Like
I'm trying.
I get that a lot too. You know, the Patreon, the PayPal, that's supposed to make you an agent or a shield, and it really hurts because what I'm gonna say is this: like that we want to be free as humanity. And we know that the truth is what'll set us free, but we know that we live in a world full of lies, where the lies will make you a rich man. Like if Brother Sanchez started telling lies like Neil deGrasse Tyson and the Pope and all of these people with all of these agendas, I will be a very rich man, y'all. With my charisma and my passion, if I was on their side telling lies, and even if I was just talking about sports, I would be way more popular than talking about some damn flat earth, okay? If I was to talk about anything else besides flat earth, retire my whole family and quit, and my worries would go away. I'm sure I will be a millionaire if I spoke about anything else. And I have no doubt about that. But I say that to say this, that y'all don't find it strange that we live in a society where we make millions of dollars and school teachers can barely pay their bills? You don't find it strange you live in a society where school teachers are quitting their damn jobs to go and twerk on YouTube, and when they twerk, they become millionaires. But to teach your children, they make pennies. They barely can feed themselves. Think about this. The people that's responsible for educating you can barely feed themselves, but the people that dumb you down make the millions. I'm saying that you can't have truth today without supporting it. The truth costs money. I didn't make this damn rule either. So let me break this down to you. When I say the truth costs money, of course it's free. If you seek it, you'll find it. It's free. I don't mean money in that way. What I mean is this: the truth will not be prevalent. It will not get popular without support. Impossible. The lie won't even be popular without support. Nothing happens without support. I don't give a damn what it is. We got a false mindset that just because we got the truth, but guess what? You can have the truth and not say nothing. Does that matter? So if you got the truth and you're serious about spreading it, how much sense would it make for you to be paying for a Netflix bill or a Cox cable bill? But then when I ask you for $1 per month so I can speak the truth in a world full of lies, you say I'm an agent. You wonder why there's not enough. You wonder why there's not many young men that want to stand up and tell the truth. There's no incentive. And guess what you say? Oh, well, that's a bad person because you shouldn't want to get no money telling the truth. It ain't that we want to get money. We want to eat. We want to drink water. We want to live in a house. And guess what? These things cost. And guess what? We didn't make this rule. If you want us to constantly tell you the truth and spend all of our time to live very long-winded, I'm going to stop, y'all.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm listening.
The floor is yours.
I'm listening. I'm enjoying it. This is exactly what needs to be said. Reiterated.
I've been waiting to vent. And I've been waiting to vent on it. I'm so glad y'all talking about this, Candy, because guess what? You got people out here, young men, they growing up in this society. They see men running footballs and they say, I can be a millionaire if I play for the Cowboys or the Eagles. You got smart young men that look up to Neil deGrasse Tyson. They say, hey, I can be a millionaire if I learn the rhetoric of the astrophysician. So what am I saying with all of this is that there's incentives that drive this evil ass world. There's not a bunch of evil people being born saying, hey, I want to go and help the beast sustain this evil ass system. There are good people being born who just simply want to live. They got to feed themselves. They got a family. They got to drink water. They got to eat food. So these aren't bad people. These are just good people who are supporting themselves because they're being employed by bad people. When I was in the military, there were good young men in the military who were being sent to war to kill good young men, not because they were bad people, but because we got to eat. Because the people that's evil, they pay our bills. So how do we change this? By supporting each other, getting out of the crab in the bucket mentality. One thing I hear a lot is get off your ass and go get a real job. And this is what a person who's stuck in the plantation mindset, this is the crab in the bucket mentality. In other words, if your money is not coming from the powers that be, it's not a real job. In other words, if you're trying to build your own thing and be independent and break away from the beast, it's not a real job. We got to get out of this stupid ass way of thinking, because guess what? The truth will never win if you don't support it. Us telling the truth and having the truth means nothing without people supporting it. So it's the same way with the NFL, the NBA, or anything else. PBS is a public broadcasting station, and they broadcast lies 24/7 by taking the public tax money. You pay for them lies. Guess what? You pay for the lies that NASA give us. All of them fake ass planets, all of the green screen and CGI, you pay for it. You mean to tell me you don't have a dollar? People with YouTube channels not asking y'all for thousands and hundreds. They're not even asking y'all for nothing. Most of them just got a link there and they say, hey, if you see it and feel free to donate, do it. But I think it's really messed up when you got thousands of people subscribed to you and you got hundreds of views per video and you haven't made $1 off of what you do yet. And people got something to say when you talk about money, as if what you doing ain't hard work. I would go out, go ahead, FESubGenius.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what, actually, that's exactly what the main snipe troll said to me himself. You know what I'm talking about. It's like, dude, I've been doing this for well over 3 years, and well over, almost coming on a decade. It's the truth in general. I just wanted to raise the truth, get closer to, raise my consciousness, raise my intelligence. Every single year, different steps. Okay, different steps happening. And then it just flat earth comes right. I'm studying physics, okay, reading more and more, going places, traveling to the places where my heroes went to. And then lo and behold, after I come back from the traveling, flat earth comes right on my lap. All I'm trying to do is raise my consciousness and intelligence for years. It's not like, it just came. And like you said, if we were to talk about WWE or sports, baseball, football, basketball, it's selling your, that's the whole point. You don't want to do that, and you haven't done that, Brother Sanchez, because that to you would be selling your soul. So that's why you won't do it. You would rather, it's like, it's unbelievable. We bring all of this onto ourselves simply because we love the truth. We're seeking the truth, and it's like, it's complete MK Ultra mind programming. Like, people are hating on you and us because we're socially active, socially responsible for our own lives, and we're trying to care for our families, not just ourselves, and other people, strangers that we haven't even known, and then now we are suddenly knowing and meeting. and we want to support one another by donating money to one another. And that's Caroline said in the comments, that's the thing, that they don't even want us to give to one another. They have an evil parasitic mindset. Just give it. Go ahead.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You got a lot of people that just they envy the idea that you can be self-sustained, independent, free of the beast, doing something you love to do, like making videos on YouTube, touching people, and being able to support yourself. A lot of people who, you know, don't have a plan or just may be bound to a 9-to-5 job or something like that, they may envy that, because like I said, go back to the crab in the bucket mentality where, hey, get a real job. You know, I've been on the panels and debates with people that tell me, you know, bro Sanchez, what you do ain't a real job. My man get up every day and he go to work. Well, that sucks for him, because your man is not the boss. He's punching another man's time clock. I'd rather be that man who's writing the check. So we got a limited slave way of thinking. And not only do we got a slave way of thinking, we don't think we can get out of slavery. Therefore, we be crabs in the bucket, and we begin to glorify slavery by saying, get a real job. Yeah, Walmart is a real job. McDonald's is a real job, I suppose.
Yeah, I hear that. Sorry, go ahead, Candy.
I was talking to ODD about this a couple months ago. I didn't have the money to donate to people because I don't make enough to pay my damn bills. So, but I was saying, like, people complain when people have, oh, you have a Patreon, you're a shield, you're an agent, you're this, you're that. Well, what the fuck? These people are putting in hours and hours and hours of time and work, and taken away from their regular life, taken away from their kids, taken away from their husbands and wives, taken away from everything they could be doing, and giving it to you for free. And you have some nerve to complain. It's not like they're asking you for money to listen to it or to watch it. You're watching it for free. Well, the link's just there. You don't even have to look at it. Like, why is it a problem? I don't understand.
Yeah, I never understood it. It's almost like, you know, what really sucks is that it's not like we're the only ones with this style of work. Like, you got talk shows and broadcast stations that's been doing this for years, but the moment one of their peers do it, it's not genuine, it's fake. Why you got a YouTube channel? Hey man, you don't supposed to be getting paid if you're telling the truth. If that was the case, then no Christian church have the truth, no Muslim mosque have the truth. I mean, I'm bringing up these religions because they all get supported by the people.
Teething? What is it? Teething or tithing?
Yeah. Tithing is like teething. But I tell you what, I mean, not only do they support these things, but these things got a set percentage of how much you're going to give every certain day. All right. And, you know, so I mean, it's like you don't have a choice of whether or not you're going to support the government lie. You're going to support this government matrix. You're going to support this lie, whether you like it or not. The only thing you got a choice to support is the truth. And that's the only thing that can conquer the lie. So, yeah, you forced into the lie and you're going to support that. As long as you breathing and paying taxes, you're going to support the lie. So no one supports the truth. They said for evil to prevail, good people must do nothing. But you got to look at it this way. In order for truth not to be heard, the people who know it got to not support it. Let me repeat that. In order for truth to stay suppressed, a lot of people would know it and not support it. Think about it. People spend a lot of money. You see what I'm saying, FESubGenius? Go ahead, brother.
Ooh, that's a good one. It reminds me of this dude yesterday. He's like, I've been saying this for years. I've known about this for so long. Okay, well, I'm calling these people out to their face, and actions are being taken because of it. It's not because I've known about it. Knowing the truth doesn't set anyone free. Spreading and saying and being the truth is what sets people free. Not you know, I can't give you the truth. I can simply trick you into thinking that you found it on your own. So I'll play the martyr role, and you can hate me for being Mr. Trickster, psychedelic smile guy, or whatever, or egomaniac, whatever you want to call me. But I've been doing this for a long time. I don't even it doesn't matter if I'm homeless, if I'm living in my mother's basement, or now living in the richest city in America. So it doesn't matter where I do my work. I will do it. You cannot stop me. And I do it because I love it, even if it is stressful at some times and I feel like my heart's getting ripped out. But you got the great work will, you either do it or you don't. And I'm going to continue to do it.
And it's crazy because, you know, people want the truth to free itself. It's like, I'm going to tell you something, man. People don't understand how much we put into this to always be opposing the status quo. It's exhausting. Like, you can't go nowhere and just be in agreement with everybody. Wherever you go, you're always the oddball disagreeing with everybody. The earth round, nope, it's flat. You can eat meat, nope, you can't. You got to be a vegan. Nope, you can't. I mean, we are the ones that's pushing the damn bar on the morality of humanity. You notice that most flat earthers become vegans because what led us into this is that the word people miss is earth. They're so distracted by flat that they forget that it's flat earth. And when we say earth, that's the main thing that even led us to know that it was flat. You know, so basically what I'm saying is that for people to see what you're doing and like have a kind of something to say that you're getting supported from it, it really hurt because we spend hours and hours in front of these things, man. And if you was doing this on a job, they'll pay you $9-10 an hour. But at the same time, what you will be doing will be strengthening the very system that have us oppressed. So you got people in a system being oppressed and they see people who breaking away from it and they don't want them breaking away from it. They rather have you sit next to them in their cubicle, helping the corporations get richer and stronger. Because the moment one of us break away and show we're independent, you know, that's a big step of bravery. Because it's stable, it's safe to just get a paycheck every 2 weeks and boss, you know, got it all under control. But what happens when the company shut down, when they lay people off? Then you see why it's important to start your own businesses. And really, we were all born with our own unique gift to offer to the world. One was born to be the slave to nobody else. So when we talk about supporting each other, if you on somebody's channel and you're being entertained by their content in any way, then it's only right, if you ask me, because these people couldn't keep it going without that, you know. So you just supporting the things that interest you, you know. And it's crazy because there's even a couple globe heads that donated to our channels before. There was a guy that was a globe head. He said, I don't agree with y'all science, but you know, I tune in. I like the scientific rhetoric and I donate to the channel. So that's what I'm saying.
Wow, that's pretty surprising.
Yeah. And we can't even get our own to do it. If everyone donated to everybody, man, and I'm talking especially to the viewers and subscribers, y'all just don't know how much $1 will help, you know. So $1 a month you wouldn't even miss, which would be like a cheeseburger, but help the truth go, because it won't do it alone.
Yeah, you're totally right about it's exhausting to feel everywhere you go. It's like, God damn it, I can't. If I say something, they're gonna like. I can't even postulate a different idea without people literally going insane. Like,
Say it again. Say it
when I
again,
hear,
and I'm gonna come to California and I'm gonna whip your fucking ass. You hear me? That's the third time you've said it since I've been listening.
wait, what?
You just said that word. It's not allowed here.
What?
I'm not saying it.
What did I say?
You've known me long enough to know the only word I don't allow here.
What was it? I really don't even know.
GD. Don't say that.
Cheese and rice?
Yeah, cheese and rice. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's one of my favorite words, actually. I love the words Jesus Christ. When I remember I was making a joke about.
That's not what you said. I said GD.
Oh, GD? What? I don't know what I said, Candy. I'm sorry. Could you just tell me so I know? What is it? GD? What? I'm sorry, Candy. What did I say? What happened?
You know, I meant to tell you too. Well, you was with us yesterday when we was doing the troll video.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? I got some emails from Tim Osmond.
Yeah. What's he have to?
So that's one reason I came onto Candy's show today. I want to ask Candy a big favor, and y'all gonna be like, "What the hell, bro, Sanchez? Y'all ready for this shit?"
Yep.
We might have to bring Tim Osmond onto this panel. Type us. He want to just talk.
Oh no! Why?
He emailed me.
Okay. Tell me what the email said, and then I'm going to tell you why I don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay.
I would have said yes. Actually, I thought about having him on before. He promised me he wouldn't snipe it if I did invite him on. And I was going to have a private conversation with him because I was sick of the shit. And I went in there and I called him out. I went in there into their room and I called them all out because I'm not about to stand for that and just sit in the background and make noise. I'm going to come to your face and say something to you. So, and he was like, well, I'll have a private conversation with you. And I just never got around to it. And then, so go ahead and read it.
All right. See, he said, hello, my name is Tim Osmond. I've heard you think that I sniped you and played porn. Or you make stuff up with no evidence. You are saying I am a pedophile. Please provide any evidence you have of me coming on at 3 a.m. when I was sleeping. Your Gish Gallop sessions are boring and such elementary flat earth that makes me puke. I made a video trying to help your idiocy, but it sounds like you stay primarily in a flat earth Trojan horse echo chamber. But he said, if you want to threaten legal claims with zero evidence, you might want to reconsider. Also, you might want to reconsider slandering someone with no evidence. You also might want to check out the Hangouts, EULA, the thing you accept when starting a Hangout. If you want quick chat about this sometime, let me know. I can have my attorney call.
I'm not surprised.
Sounds like some hollow, empty threats if I've ever heard them.
The crazy thing about it is, I still don't think I believe him. He's still a suspect in my eyes, but you know, like he said, I can't be 100% true. He right about that, but he's still a suspect.
Exactly. You know that we scare us.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, Candy was breaking up, but now I don't know what to do with that. But I tell you what, I'm gonna just say this. Man, I want justice for what the hell happened to me, but I don't think you know, everybody gonna say I didn't do it when the time come. I don't know what we do from here because, you know, we made that video and I know Candy want to put her part on it too. But basically the video is pretty much getting Google to fix the glitch. As far as the snipers go, you know, hey, I say we still do the
So, are you not allowed to have Hangouts anymore?
YouTube told me that I gotta wait like 7 days for them to get back with me with a determination. But after those 7 days, I don't know whether or not they're gonna let me do them or not again.
Well, hopefully they'll let you go on.
Yeah,
I actually
man.
just got a I got a copyright strike yesterday for doing for playing stuff on my Hangout that I shouldn't. That was copyrighted, so it was my own fault. I was just in a fuck mood, and then I actually I was gonna delete it right afterwards, but they gave me the copyright strike before I could delete it, and so now I can't do live Hangouts for 3 months.
Damn. They
Yeah,
really
they got me good.
they're fucking strict, man.
So that's why I'm on Candy's Hangout. Since I can't do Hangouts anymore, I'm just like, all right, well, when Candy's at work, she's kind enough to let me hop on real quick. And I barely talked till the end. I was just listening to some meditation shit, just listening to this guy talk. And it's good. It's interesting because it sounded like he's a potential flat. Everyone is a potential flat earther, but he's talking a lot about mind control, brainwashing, television programming. Sounds quite interesting. I hope he's making a turn for the better. Yeah, it stinks though. 3 months without live Hangouts. Should I just make a different YouTube account and then just do Hangouts from there or something?
Yeah, I thought of, you know what, I'm gonna tell you right now, I recommend Candy and everybody to make a backup channel. That's something that I've been supposed to be doing. That's what I'm gonna do now, and promote that with your regular channel. Because if your channel ever get anything ever happen, man, that backup channel will be there. You'll still have some of your subs there for a backup, because right now if they take my channel down, that's it. There's nothing else. I have to start from zero. So them backup channels very important. I'm gonna get busy making me one, re-uploading all my main videos and then sending people there for a backup, because yo, can you imagine that? And it only takes one little thing.
Yeah, I thought about how many videos do you have?
I got over 300 on mine.
Oh man, I honestly was thinking the exact same thing that you were thinking just now, and I only have like 160 or 170, and my videos are a lot shorter than yours, and you have a fuckload more information than I do. So, gosh darn, that would break my heart. So yeah, I can totally relate to you on that. Candy, see, I stopped myself mid sentence.
I caught that one. Good catch, man. You know what's crazy though? I want to know who is this porn bomb troll if it ain't Tim Osmond, man.
Yeah, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm like, I think that he might be trying to create a fall boy though, trying to create a fake porn thing, but in reality it was him. So he's trying to create a fall boy that wasn't him, but in actuality it really is him. So dude, these people are smart like that, so I wouldn't put that past him for a second.
Yeah, he's the #1 suspect, definitely.
So Candy, I would suppose that you would have him on right now if it wasn't for that incident, eh?
Hey, let me ask you something. When YouTube stopped your what I was gonna ask you,
Something about a live hangout, maybe?
like so how did that work when they gave you your copyright strike? did they give you a chance to appeal it and all that and get back at it, or they just said you suspended right now?
Well, normally they do. Normally you get a chance to go to copyright school, and then that'll give you an opportunity where access
It's
back
because
to
you
your
were
channel.
live, I think.
Yeah, but I was live though, so they actually took me down while I was live, and
Okay.
yeah, so that was that. That was my own fault. So you learn from that, from my mistake. Don't play stuff copyrighted live, and try to be a badass or something like that, like I was trying to be or whatever. That didn't work out for me too well.
Man.
Dude, it was about love. I'm showing the videos about love. No joke. I had about an hour and a half hangout yesterday about, it was literally about love. And I was in a sad mood, so I'm trying to cheer myself up with some good music and some nice visuals and about relationships and falling in love, and not falling in love, rising in love. I don't want to fall in love. I want to rise in love with you together. So, and it got taken down live, and then I went to delete it, and then I went to go live a hangout this morning, and it said I can't go live anymore. And so yeah, it's like, wow, 3 months, dude. That's pathetic. I was just about to have Santos Bonacci read off my birth chart, do that whole thing that the Truman Show does with the birth chart, and reading your moon sign and everything. That's gonna be, so I'm gonna have to do that on Candy's channel, or go on Truman. You know that Truman guy?
True. Who? What's his name?
Yeah, he's got what's his first and last name? Candy? Janique. He's got an accent. He sounds Jamaican or something.
Who are you talking
Sounds like
about? Who are you talking about?
You don't know that
I wasn't.
it's called the Truth.
I'm sorry, I was reading
It's
something.
actually, somebody in the chat probably knows. Let's see here. His name is Janique. Janique with an L, then an L. He's got his own show called the Truman Show. And oh man, I can't believe. Yeah, Janique. I don't know his last name, but he's always talking with Santos Bonacci on his hangouts, and he does astrotheology, where he breaks down your birth chart personally for you, if you get your birth time, and yeah, it's really cool, really awesome. I really want to do that. You're not familiar with Santos Bonacci's work, Brother Sanchez?
Oh yeah, Santos Bonacci gave me a shout out one time. I shouted him out before. We long due for a collaboration, man.
Yes.
I respect.
All right. Well, I'm going to talk.
I respect Santos.
Oh no, absolutely. I hear you 100%. I'm going to talk to him and say exactly what you just said, and I'm going to get you guys collaborated before I get together with him. So I'm going to get out of here right now because I got to get some water and some food in me and take Aldo for a walk and get some sunshine. And I'll message Santos when I get back, give him your message, and hopefully get you guys on a hangout soon.
That's what. And that'll.
Yep. I appreciate your work, brother. I appreciate Santos' work. Appreciate you, Candy. Thank you for letting me hop on here. Much love. Love you guys. And I'm out of here. FESubGenius out.
Hey, much love, Sub.